mean, when you get dropped by the mean machine, you can't possibly be the best fighter. Oh, anybody can get caught. Anybody can get caught. I don't remember nobody dropping Floyd Mayweather. I don't remember that.
I done seen Floyd get caught before, but
yeah, get dropped.
Yeah,
I seen putting both gloves on the ground. Okay, that's what happened.
Yeah, I ain't never seen Floyd get both gloves. I ain't seen that.
So now Crawford is calling out Keith Thurman. He wants some of Keith Thurman after the Porter fight. Now, I think he's looking past Porter. He got Porter problems.
I was going to say, my advice to him would be like, hey, you might want to focus on this fight.
Oh, yeah, because that brother is straight out of Cleveland. He ain't playing. That's what he ain't doing. And but he's calling out Keith Thurman, saying that Keith Thurman would represent a bigger fight for him than versus Errol Spence. Now, see, now, you know, I got some waiters in the back if you need them. Some waiters. I'll let you
I mean, styles make fights.
Yeah.
Styles make fights. I can understand him maybe on a technical level talking about Keith Thurman is a great technical fighter. I will give him that.
He is. And he would test Crawford's manhood. He will
that wouldn't be no easy fight.
Let me tell you something about Keith Thurman. You don't step to Danny Garcia like you trying to knock his head off unless you got a big pair. You follow what I'm saying? Because Danny is a counterpunch king and he coming with some real smoke. Okay. And one time was on him like he was his father. He was coming at Danny Garcia like, what you doing in this ring? I mean, he was like that. I was like, man.
I remember watching that fight, man, and I'm looking at Danny Garcia because I'm thinking, okay, Danny's saying he gonna walk Keith down, stop Keith.
Yeah.
But the look on his eyes when Keith Thurman turned the whole script around and was the aggressor during the fight, he was like, he didn't have no answers for it.
Boy had a ponytail on coming after him.
But see, a fight with Keith Thurman, like we always say, styles make fights.
Right.
A fight with Keith, Bud fighting Thurman is totally different than Bud fighting Spence.
That's true.
Spence might not be as technical as Keith Thurman, but Spence is way more aggressive. Spence coming to wear you down.
Spence wants your soul. Okay. And the way
he deal with that
body, he trying to separate your soul from your body.
Can Bud deal with that type of fight?
Yeah.
I couldn't, to be honest with you, I couldn't get on here and say, yeah. I can't say, yeah, that Bud can deal with that.
And then, you know, Thurman is a closer as well. If Thurman gets you hurt, now Thurman can be hurt. Now the knock on him is he can't take it to the body.
Yeah, we seen him get some love to the body there by a couple of people.
Yeah. Now, you know, just for the record, I was going to say, Norm, you know, for RBK Nation and everybody, you know, we're willing to give Bud, I mean, it's been since 2017, he hadn't fought nobody. He just hasn't. And, you know, you can't brag about bullet leg Benavidez. You can't do that. You got to actually face somebody. But we are willing, since Bob Arum could have been the reason he couldn't get fights, because he wouldn't support it. He's come out and said, you know, well, who's going to finance Porter? You know, so we can give Bud, you know, a hall pass. We'll give him a hall pass. Okay, if he's gonna show up and start fighting, you know, the middle to the end of his career, because he's getting older. Yeah. Okay, if he's gonna go ahead and, you know, make that move and be that dude and start taking on real fight and, you know, whooping people, really? If he's going to do that, then we are totally willing to get up, because we're very critical of Bud Crawford. He brings it on himself, calling himself that pound for pound king thing. We're not denying his skill set, but he hadn't applied it, you know, all of this competition and whatnot that he's faced thus far is not gone. Look, who have those guys beaten since they fought Crawford? Nobody. None of them have fought or beat anybody doing anything. So that just gives you the quality of opponent is clear. It's no quality.
Yeah, that's true.
And, now, Errol Spence says if Crawford tries to fight Porter, he's going to lose. He's going to have to box Porter. What you think about that, man?
It ain't that easy to box Porter, though.
No.
Porter makes fights ugly. He ain't in there to box with you.
Yeah. He going to make you respect him, and you got to make him respect you. And I don't know what Bud has that's going to make Sean Porter, if he didn't blink at Errol Spence, and he didn't blink. He came with it. I mean, you know, he was very much Sean Porter in that Errol Spence fight. And Errol Spence met Porter with his own style and beat him.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, that gets by a lot of people. They don't really think about it. They're looking at something else. Look at how Spence fought Mikey Garcia. Then look at how he fought Danny Garcia. So he fought the two Garcias, totally different. Okay, style-wise, right? Then he gets in with Sean Porter, who has a distinct style. And he matched Porter and beat him with his own style. And that is true greatness. People don't want to give Spence's credit. But these are the things that he's done. He ain't sitting around talking. He's doing it. Okay?
I think they had the right game plan though, because I don't think the fight would have went good if he tried to box with Porter. Like you said, he beat him at his own game. Yeah,
he met him toe to toe. He went toe to toe. I mean, he went into Hell's Kitchen and came out with the victory. So
now Ugas, in the Ugas fight, I thought Ugas fought a great fight against Sean Porter.
Did you think he won that fight or he didn't win?
I thought he won it.
You thought Ugas won that fight against Porter? And they gave
but it wasn't one-sided. It wasn't one-sided where I can say, this person got robbed. This person got robbed. It was a pretty competitive fight. Yeah, I just thought Ugas was getting the better of Sean in some exchanges. But then again, though, Ugas got a totally different style, though.
Yeah, Ugas is flat-footed.
Yeah,
that's his problem. If Ugas knew how to move around that ring, he'd be a special problem. He would add an element to his fight style if he were a little more mobile. Ugas wants to stand there and wait to counter you or steal you if you think he's asleep, because he ain't. So, but yeah, he's flat-footed. That's the rub on Ugas. And I think if he ever made any adjustment to that effect, he would be in a better situation competitively. So what about that chin? You think Bud is going to test Porter's chin? I mean, Adrian Broner dropped Porter, shocked him. Remember that dumb look on his face? He's sitting up there. So that was a classic moment right there. He couldn't believe he got knocked out. But, that said, he took shots from Spence. He's taken shots from Thurman.
He's gotten up.
Yeah. Time can punch.
Gotten up.
And Porter, he don't have no questionable chin, man. He can take a punch. So, Porter can definitely stand to get more credit for his chin and his boxing ability. But due to time constraints, that's all we got for you right now. RBK Nation, this is RBK in the building, signing out. That's all we got for you. Peace.